What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Life with Jay, aka ATruckerNamedJay, checking in. I just wanted to come at you guys with a quick video, man, and talk to you about something that I was speaking with somebody about earlier, and I figured I'd make a video about it. And this is a message to, it's really to it could be to company drivers as well, but it's mainly towards guys who are newly in their lease trucks, newly in their business situations, um, and have gotten lazy and complacent with what they are doing. What do you mean by that, Jay? I'm glad you asked. What I mean is that you have to understand, man. There's a saying: as hard as you have to work to get something, you have to work twice as hard to keep it. And I think what that creates a lot of times in trucking is problems, especially for lease operators, because a lot of times you don't have to work too hard or hard at all to get a lease truck. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, for example, like a situation like VL, your credit right, or at least halfway decent, no money down, you can walk in the door and lease a truck. But the problem that creates is sometimes people don't understand everything that goes into maintaining those situations, the work ethic that goes into maintaining that situation. So what you have is a lot of spoiled, lazy, inconsiderate truck drivers who shouldn't be in these trucks. Like, you got to understand, man, just because you're getting paid more per mile doesn't mean that you should work less. Like, your work ethic shouldn't stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's this perception that, oh, instead of getting paid $1 a mile or $1.50 a mile, now I'm getting paid $3-4 a mile, so I don't have to work as hard. And I understand the mindset behind that. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense on a lot of levels, but that don't mean that your work ethic should go down. If it's money to be made and you are able, physically and mentally able to make it, and it's the same type of work ethic that you were using before, keep grinding. Like, I don't know why we get in this mood to where we get a little bit more money than what we are accustomed to, and we just get so complacent and so relaxed with what we are doing that it causes us to almost lose reality with what we need to do to maintain our situation. Then when shit hit the fan and everything starts to go sideways and we don't have reserves, or we don't have things in place to get through the storm, we want to blame everybody but ourselves, when the reality is, if you would have been grinding, or if you would have been doing everything that you supposed to kept doing once you got put on, you would have been just fine. You would be just freaking fine. We have got to keep working, man. Don't be one of these guys that go lease a truck, you make a couple dollars, now all of a sudden you don't want to drive at night. All of a sudden you don't want to pull a certain type of load. And this is the trap that I say a lot of guys fall into. And this is why I try to tell guys, if you're going to be a lease operator, try to stay away from the cash truck guys and the authority guys. Not because I have anything against them, but a lot of things that they do, you just don't want to get that mind. You don't want to get confused on what it is that they can do, because they can do those things because that's how their business is set up. You know what I'm saying? If their truck payments are less, if their truck is paid off, if they have their own lanes, if they have more control of their situation, they can make certain moves and it not affect their bottom dollar. Whereas as a lease driver, you go to your carrier with your dick out trying to say what you ain't gonna pull, what you ain't gonna run, what you ain't gonna do, and then next thing you trying to figure out why your settlement only $2,000 when everybody else is $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, and now you want to get mad at the carrier when you didn't went and tried to turn this into your own carrier. It don't work like that, people. It just don't. And I want to put this message out because I don't want my people to keep making that mistake, because I do see this mistake being made as I am an owner, and I start to have more conversations with other owners, other people in position to where they're dispatching other drivers, having conversations with my dispatcher, my fleet manager, things of that nature, and just seeing the mindset of drivers, man. Like, We have such short-term thinking, and it's killing us. It really is, man. It's killing us. We have got to open up our mindset to think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the line. We can't just look at it as we looking at this leasing situation as a quick come up. And I get it, but you got to have a plan, man. You got to know what's the next step after this step. You can't just be worried about the next step. You got to have the step after that and the step after that. At least some idea. Have some sense of direction of where you want to go. Because if not, I'm going to tell you from experience, once you start making a certain amount of money with no trajectory, you're going to be all over the fucking place. You really are. And you're going to spend all your money, and you just going to be lost. And everything going to be good when everything good. But the minute shit hit the fan, that's when you're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean I got to pay this? What about this? What about that? And what about that? What about that? And the things that you were, so used to not having to do, you either going to have to do them or you going to fail. You're going to fail. So I just wanted to put this message up real quick, man. Don't get complacent. Don't get lazy. Keep hustling. Keep grinding. If your money has improved, has doubled, whatever, that's cool. That's fine. But keep hustling. Don't lose that killer instinct. Because the minute you lose that, you doomed, bro. It's like when the Titanic hit the damn iceberg. Like, yeah, everything was cool after you first hit the iceberg. But 2 hours later, you're at the bottom of the goddamn ocean. You know what I mean? So just you got to prepare yourself, man. Keep hustling, keep grinding. Don't lose that drive. Don't lose that hustle, man. Keep doing all the same things you did when you were a company driver, trying to become a lease operator or a company driver, trying to get put on to the situation you on now. You need to keep doing. Keep doing, keep grinding, keep hustling, man. Because if not, it's only a matter of time.